What's up amazing people, this is Kobe from Give Me 5 and we are back with another video, and this time is the spoiler review of Last of Us Part 2. We know that the game was released a long time ago, but just like you, we did not want to rush this highly anticipated game and we wanted to make sure that we got everything covered, so we played the game 2 times. Now, in our spoiler-free review, we talked about some of the parts of this game that we loved and some of the parts that we did not like so much. If you haven't watched our spoiler-free review yet, you can find the link in the description below. Now, in this video, we'll talk about the major plots of the story, because the story and the storytelling are the most important aspects of Last of Us franchise. So this goes without saying that major spoilers ahead. So without further ado, let's dive in. Now I'll be completely honest and straightforward. The story is pretty much divisive, and I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it in any way. The choices that were made in the game, some of the scenes that were shown, made us feel sad, depressed, they put us off, but all of these were intentional. Naughty Dog wanted us to feel this way, and that is why it's absolutely brilliant, and that is why we're calling it another masterful creation from Naughty Dog. For PlayStation players, Joel has been a very beloved character. We loved his and Ellie's relationship, their bonding, their chemistry in the first game. So, just like you, I was really devastated when I find out that Joel dies, especially the way they killed him off. When I first started playing this game, I went to this point in a single playthrough. I did not take any breaks. So the moment I saw him die, the way he died, I was shattered, I was broke, I was sad, and I just wanted to throw the game out. I turned off my PlayStation and I just told myself that I need to take a break right now because I cannot comprehend this in any sort of way. So after that, I calmed myself down and I started to recall what happens in the previous game. And I realized that the ending of the previous game did not sit quite well with me, because I did not like what Joel did. Joel chooses the life of one person against maybe the one and only chance for the entire humanity to survive. And I know that Joel loses his daughter and Ellie becomes the closest person Joel has to call his own daughter, but it does not justify his actions. A lot of the gamers feel like what Joel did was right, but there are few gamers who think that no, what Joel did was wrong. It's plain and simple. So it further made me realize that Last of Us has always been a game of our own perspective. The game lets us decide, choose what's right and what's wrong. So this made me more curious, more anxious, and more eager to know what happens down the story. So, did Joel deserve to die? He had it coming? I'll let you guys decide. But this brings to our next point, the character Abby. So, Abby, man oh man, I have never seen such hatred for a fictional character ever, not even Arthur from Money Heist. Moving on, we find that Abby kills Joel brutally and we instantly hate her. But as we move forward in the game, we learn more about Abby's backstory. We learn that she is a part of the Fireflies and she lives with her father. And we also find out that how important it was for the Fireflies and also for her father, who was the head surgeon of the Firefly facility, to find a cure. So not only Joel takes out their one shot at finding a cure, but he also murders her friends. He also murders her father, the only family Abby had. So this puts Abby in her own path of vengeance to find Joel. So after witnessing this, I started asking myself a few questions again. Is Ellie's part of vengeance more justified than Abby's part of vengeance? How is Ellie's part of revenge is different than Abby's part of revenge? And the answer is not. They're same. Both of their actions are justified. what Naughty Dog tried to do by telling us the story of Abby is that not every story has a good side and a bad side. Not always a story will have heroes or villains. Not every story the assassins will fight the Templars. Not in every story the Jedis will fight the Sith Lords. Sometimes in a story there are just part of two coins. Each has their own reasons, each have their own story. So while I understood Abby's struggle, I just could not empathize with her character enough. Maybe because we had no previous experience with her, and playing with the character Abby feels like totally out of the blue. The time length of her gameplay feels a bit stretched than necessary, and when the gameplay shifts from Ellie to Abby, the pacing takes a hit, and it just feels like a lot of work, a lot of process to again upgrade a character and all of our weapons from the ground. So did we hate the character Abby? Absolutely not. But did we empathize with her? Did we connect with her? Well, not so much. So this brings us to our last segment, the ending. Just like part 1, part 2 also leaves us in a sea of conflicting emotions. During Seattle Day 3, during the conflict between Ellie and Abby, Abby overwhelms Ellie, but again lets her leave for the second time. Then Ellie and Dina settles down in their own house, they have their own farm, and they also have their own loving kid. But moments later, Tommy arrives and he tells Ellie that he knows the location of Abby, that this is their final chance to settle the score. Initially, Ellie refuses to go because she's settled in now, she has her own family now, but soon gets traumatized from her nightmares. She constantly sees Joel's face covered in blood from the incident. Then she realizes that she has to finish what she started. So again she sets out on her own path, on her own journey of revenge to find Abby. Skipping forward, Ellie finally finds Abby and challenges to a final battle. Both physically exhausted, but Ellie manages to overwhelm Abby this time. And as she was drowning Abby in the water, she just lets Abby go. And some of you might find, or in fact found, that this ending is anticlimactic. You might ask yourself, why did Ellie let Abby go, even after going through so much for the second time? Well, what we think and what we can conclude is that while Ellie was drowning Abby in the water, for the first time she sees Joel's face, but not covered in blood. But Joel is in a relaxed place, just playing his guitar. And that's the moment Ellie realizes that she got the closure that she was looking for. I think you all can remember that when Abby had the chance to kill Tommy and Ellie at the beginning, she let both of them go. But when Ellie wanted to get to Abby, she killed numerous number of people, including Mel, who was pregnant. So going through such a murdering spree completely changed Ellie. She was not the same person as she was before. So at that moment, while drowning Abby, I guess she realized all of these things together and she just wanted to let everything go. So that's why we think that Ellie made that decision to let Abby go and to let go of her revenge, to let go of her vengeance forever. So at the start of our video, we mentioned that the storytelling from Naughty Dog was absolutely brilliant. Well, the main reason behind this is that Naughty Dog could have taken the easy way out. They simply could have killed someone else, for example Dina, and that would have set Ellie into her own path of vengeance. But it would have been pretty straightforward and simple. Naughty Dog was brave and bold enough to come up with their own twisted, dark storytelling of vengeance. It makes us think, it makes us wonder about whether does vengeance ever give us any closure, or does it ever give us any sort of clarification, or it only pushes us into further darkness. In my all years of gaming, I have never come across such storytelling, and I think Naughty Dog have set a new bar, a new precedent for storytelling in gaming. So we have talked about all the complexities of the game. but we'd like to finish our review with a little positive vibe. This game isn't only about killing, murdering, revenge, and vengeance. There are a lot of moments which we absolutely loved. We love to cherish those moments we can savor forever. And we'd like to show you one of our most favorite moments from the game. Check it out.
Happy birthday, kiddo.
What is this?
This is a thing that took a mighty effort to find. Take it. Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
30 seconds and counting. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
I do okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're welcome, kiddo.
So that was our thoughts on one of the best PlayStation exclusives to come out this generation. And we know that there are very polarizing opinions about this game, but we respect both sets of fans for their unique take in this work of art. But we would like to request you one thing, and that you play the game completely, finish it, take your time with it, think about it, then form your own set of ideas and opinions. Do not just hate the game blindly, unless if you still want to do it. So did you love our review? Did you hate it? You think we have some valid points, or we are just a bunch of crazies? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked our video and would like us to do more videos like this, a sub would do us a world of good. Till next time, this is Kobir from Give Me 5 signing off. Keep playing games and gather up those XPs.